Hey, you guys, how are you doing? I missed you guys so much, but you have no idea in my waking life the amount of responsibilities that are on my plate each and every day is astronomical. But to whom much is given, much is also required. You know, you're not going to be elevated in life without having pressures, without having responsibilities and requirements to go with that, okay? And it is what it is. But moving right along, you guys, I'm always happy to come on the channel and make some uploads and, continue to expand our minds, continue to, reinforce you standing in your strength, you being able to walk in self love and increasing your self awareness, okay? So, these next group of videos that I'm going to be putting out, they're going to be some extra reinforcements for those that need to hear it. Now, I've helped, each one teach one. I've reached back and I've pulled many survivors through some rough patches, but each and every day we have to, be aware that there are people who are experiencing very toxic traumas and relationships and narcissistic abuse. Each and every day there are newcomers to the community. So, while some of my day ones, you guys are flying high and you come to my channel to just have a reminder and to get reinforcement and to, even learn even more about psychology. But, there are people who are starting at day one today, and I'm always mindful of that. God keeps me aware of that, and Spirit lets me know. So, with that being said, there are messages that you have to, and I'm going to repeat, that you have to get through your head when you are dealing with toxic people and narcissists. You just have to receive this so that you can break free from the bondage, the mental and psychological one more than anything. Because then the physical part will just follow. Generally speaking, once you get your mind, you decide to change your mind and make up your mind and see a new perspective or receive the truth, walk in the truth, okay? You're going to be able to then have different actions and behaviors, which of course can give you the opportunity to have different experiences and outcomes, okay? And they break the cycle of abuse at the end of the day. All right, so in this message right here, I really want to drill in and bring home to you guys about the fact that you're not going to change their mind. You're not going to change their mind, okay? That is a seed that really needs to be planted, And I'm going to tell you why you're not going to change their mind. Number one, you guys, they're not trying to be where you want them to be to begin with. So how are you going to change somebody's mind when they don't want what you want? And especially like in a romantic setting, you guys get together and maybe they told you what you wanted to hear. They made it appear as though they wanted what you wanted in a love bomb situation, right? But then come to find out there's a hidden agenda. Okay, there's some secrets that they're keeping. They have some set intentions that are the opposite of what they are showing you. And this is what we're talking about when we're talking about them wearing a mask. The set intention could be just to be manipulating you, to use you for their own selfish, self-serving reasons and causes, okay? So what is this gonna look like? Someone playing games with you, someone not reciprocating with you, someone blowing hot and cold with you, someone being insincere to you, someone trying to, throw off your energy, trying to play mind games and get in your head. All right? Even if they return back to you, you guys cannot get caught up in that. A toxic person returning back to you unchanged is just them coming in to repeat the cycle with you guys. Sometimes we feel like, well, they keep coming back, they must care. They keep coming back because you still have stuff that they want to use you for. Okay, this is what we have to understand. You're not going to change their mind. A lot of you keep trying to talk until you're blue in the face. Keep trying to demonstrate with your acts of kindness, your acts of servitude, your acts of This loyalty, it's all misplaced, you guys. They don't deserve it. Stop giving it to them. Stop participating. Let go of the hope that you're going to change their mind, that they're going to come around, you guys. It's okay that they don't. It's a blessing that you get them away. It's a blessing that you're able to see it for what it is. This allows you the opportunity, you guys, to break that connection. Even if it's raw at first, even if it's painful at first, even if it hurts your feelings because you were emotionally invested. And then some of you, of course, were invested on other levels, emotionally, physically, psychologically, sexually, financially. So all these things, all these ties have to be broken. But it's going to start with you realizing they're not going to change, and you're not going to change their mind. They already know what they want. It's not what you want. And in that case, you don't need to be in bed with, and you can take that literally or figuratively. You don't need to be in bed with someone that is not equally yoked with you, with someone who's not on the same page as you. You are just asking for chaos. You're asking for disruption. You're asking for heartache. You're asking for disappointment at that time. Don't set yourself up. Don't let your emotions run the show because you love them, because you have feelings for them. You can have all the feelings in the world. You can have all the love in the world, but if they don't have it for you, it's just not going to be reciprocated. It's not going to work out in your favor, and you're not going to get some award from God and the universe by continuing to waste and give away freely your love and loyalty and support, your energy, your time that you can never get back to someone who is just playing with you, with someone who is just too toxic to receive you anyway, honey, with someone who never deserved you to begin with. Okay? Some of you get stuck. Oh, I put so much time into it. Because you put so much time into it, you really have to step back at this point. This is just, consider this like just throwing money out the window. Okay? It's even more than that, but throwing money out the window. Do you just throw money out in the window while you're driving your car and never to get any return on it, never spending it wisely, not using it for anything? How will your finances look if you're just constantly throwing money out, just recklessly? It's floating in the air and you're never going to get it again. We have to start valuing ourselves, but it's going to come with resetting our mindset. They're not going to change. You don't need to be patient. You're not the person that needs to be waiting for a grown-ass adult to be changing. They're not going to change. They set their intentions. They already know what they want, and it's not to uplift you. It's not to come together with you. It's not to grow with you. You can't grow for them. You can't grow with them. You can grow. All you can do, like, people are like, oh, we want to build together. You can't build with people like that. You can build for them, and then they can just take from you. If you want to build for them, do all the work, and then have someone just come and snatch it from you and run off into the sunset. This is basically what you're doing with your feelings, your heart, your time, your money, your resources, everything. Just stop. Don't give them another fucking thing. And I know I have subscribers that hate it when they hear me use a little profanity here and there. They're like, oh, I love your messages, Lakia, but I don't want to hear this word. But you know what? It's going to come out the way it naturally comes out with me. And yes, I use them here and there. Welcome to my channel. But yeah, we have to get that through our message. You're just not going to change their mind. And why should you? Haven't you put enough energy? This is another aspect that some of you just need to hear this. Somebody needs to hear this message. Why would you want to continue to change their mind? Your love didn't change their mind. The time you wasn't giving them didn't change their mind. The patience that you've been having with them didn't change their mind. You breaking shit down to the lowest common denominator that any fool could understand didn't change their mind. Pouring out your heart to them didn't change their mind. Giving them all this loyalty and respect and being good to them just didn't change their mind. So why would we continue to make an investment? Some of us are so good in other ways, like, oh no, And when it comes to business and all these other areas, but then when it comes to the matters of the heart, we just get it wrong, you guys. We just get it wrong. But I really want to make this message to say, make sure you're getting this memo. You're not going to change their mind. They have set intentions to use you, to abuse you, to manipulate. And then when they're done, it's just on to the next, ruthlessly, unapologetically. All right, let them lose out. Let go of what it could have been, how good and sweet it could be if they would only do X, Y, and Z. Let it go. They're not going to change their mind. Their mind is set. Their mind is set. Their character is set. Their character traits and flaws, they are set. You know, these are dishonest people, disloyal people, cheaters, manipulators, abusers, irresponsible. You don't have time for that. You don't have time for that. So stop giving your time. Stop giving your life source. It's 2021. Enough has to be enough. Let's level up, you guys. Clear that space. I don't care what the level of the relationship is. You're just not going to change their mind. And consider that it wasn't for you to change their mind to begin with. Your experience in this relationship was just to bring you closer to yourself. That's it. That's it. Not to change them. They're going to go on and continue to be the fools that they are. But it won't be on your path. It'll just be for another person who's going to be given the same opportunity just to reconnect back with themselves. They weren't for you. They were never for you. They always had an agenda, even when it appeared they didn't. That's why they say wolves in sheep clothing. Okay? So stop casting your pearl before swine. Let's stop doing that. Let's stop doing it. Because when you do that in front of the pig, they don't know what the pearl is or what the swine is, basically. They don't know what's valuable and what's invaluable. All they are is just opportunists, and they just see more to use and more to take. That's it. But they're not valuing something appropriately. Let it go, you guys. You're not going to change them. But stop wanting to change them. Stop wanting to do it. Enough has to become enough.